Hey guys, Grady here, and I'm going to do something a little different. It's something I haven't done for a long time. One of my first videos was a Transformer review, and I haven't done one since, but I've gotten the urge to do one. And this is the Skids and Mudflap in their first appearance in the movie, where before they get transformed into the two cars, they are one ice cream truck. They're kind of nice looking. It's got some pretty nice details on it. Right back there is the Autobot symbol. They come with some stickers, like I Eat Decepticons, Optimus Pop. I can't really read it that well, but I believe that's what it says. Made fresh for you. So, let's just get right into it. They come apart right at the middle, and I've never had so many clips on a Transformer, and these guys just don't want to come apart. So we'll start with the back end first, and as you can see, he's just kind of curled up in there. You can see his oversized hand here, and that's actually where we'll start by pulling that out. That's his normal sized hand that has no posability, basically. Then we pull out his feet. That actually helps with the waist. As you can see, you bring the waist up, and it kind of pops into place there. And you bring his feet down to level with the wheel, and that's how he'll stand. Then you pop this down and bring it back. Go over this side, do the same thing. Trying to get his hand out of the way. Pop that down, bring it back, and that lets loose these. Those will come forward. You should be able to bring his hands back down now. And this is the only real tricky part, is you have to pull these out, and you have to worry about putting those back in whenever you're going into car mode too, before you can pull these around, which actually just go up and over onto the fake ice cream, and they kind of cover it. At least that's how I put it. I mean, you can put it however you want, but I put it just kind of covering it, kind of like a shell of some kind. And then you have to lift up his arms, and you bring these around. And there is a small clip that it doesn't really pop into place. It more just sets into place on both of these. And that's what gives him his Autobot symbol on his chest. And I'm not an avid Transformers fan. I do enjoy Transformers, but I don't know enough to know whether this is Skids or Mudflap, I'm ashamed to say. I had just been looking for the figure for a while, mostly for the comedy of it being an ice cream truck that turns into two robots. And he's kind of hard to set up. You wouldn't think he would be with the massive feet. His brother is actually easier than him, so that's pretty much it for him. And then you have this one, and he more or less just kind of unfolds. You can see his legs come down and pop into place there. Well, don't really pop. Nothing on this figure pops. You fold the windows up on both sides of the cab, and that kind of releases his arms to fold down. Like I said, there's a lot of pins and locks on this. I've never seen so many on one figure. And that folds down. You can tell I'm used to doing hero clicks because they have to be so close. That actually is the next step, is that you push down on this, and that actually releases the head, and you fold that all up, and it's kind of like a little backpack for him. You drop this down, drop the front bumper down. His arms have a bad tendency of popping off. You actually have to pull his arms up because his hips swivel around. And this was the only hard part for me, and I almost always have to pop off his arm just to swivel his hips around, so that the bumper is behind him I'm not the most adept at Transformers. Popped off again. There. And his arms do move up. That probably would have been useful to do before swiveling the hips around. So those both slide up. They don't really lock into place. They just sort of sit there like a lot of this figure does. Straighten out his arms so that there's enough movement there, and then you've got these little things that just sort of sit there. Straighten out his backpack. And that's, I mean, more or less that's it. Like I said, there was a lot of unfolding for that one. And like I said, he stands up better than the one with the huge feet. And look how small his feet are. There you go. This Skids and Mudflap. I don't know which one's which. If you do know, tell me. And I'll put it in the description whenever I see it. So that future people just put the one on the left, or the bigger one is Skids, or the smaller one is Skids, whatever. So there you have it. Like I said, it's been a long time since I did a Transformers review. I've been kind of itching to do one, and I decided to do one that was fairly simple. There was a lot of unfolding, a lot of kind of gentle moving into place. It probably wasn't the best to do first, but that's what I did. So hopefully I'll do a few more, maybe in the future. Don't expect a lot. Tell me what you guys think about me doing Transformers reviews, and maybe I'll start picking up some more. I have a fair amount. Some of them a little more simpler than others. So tell me what you think. I'm also thinking about doing comic reviews. I have a lot of trades, trade paperbacks and trade hardbacks. Tell me what you guys think about that. Maybe I'll start doing some of those. I'll probably put that in another video, just talking about new stuff to do. But you guys will see it first. So tell me what you guys think. And here's Skids and Mudflap, or Mudflap and Skids. So, you know, go out there, have fun, play on.